Down the creek this morning. Did have some other plans, but just didn't happen. Too much water. So, just about to set up the river sluice. Just going to move that rock. Just sort of show you what I'm starting with and then what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, creek's here. I'm going to move that rock so I can put the river sluice over there. And I'm just going to start chewing away at this. Let's see what happens. Alright, set the hot river sluice up here. Run about 6 shovels. This is my second time I'm doing this, so I'm pulling out some larger rocks. I've got the grizzly in there, so I'm just having to get rid of these rocks. Using a dredge mat, so you might be going, fuck, that's a lot of water. This mat can handle it. The grizzly itself sort of slows it down. I've just unclipped this thing. Just starting to get into some more gravel that I'm sort of more wanting to get to. Throw a bit of water in this pan, just where it's a bit quieter, not so much water rushing. We'll have a look and see. Not really, probably still expecting to see much, but you never know. You might get lucky. So still in the overburden really. Now look, maybe a micro or two and a little bit of black sand. It's not worth worrying about. I will keep having a dig here for a bit and see what happens. Alright, I've moved quite a few rocks out of the way. I'm starting to move rocks like this out of the way. Starting to get into this juicy clay material. I've got a few specks in the pan already, because I'm doing test pans every so often, just when the ground changes a little bit. I want to know if it's worthwhile persisting with this clay sort of stuff that's full of gravels. I'll do a test pan, we'll have a look and we'll see what comes out of it. Okay, probably been running, I don't know, hour and a half, roughly. I've taken the screen away. I did build some rocks over this side, and now those big rocks are thrown in my hole, so my hole's all filled. I don't know if I've got another stock spectre or not down here, but there's a dude, he went past me, but keeps coming and having a look at the creek. I'm just looking to see if that was him. We'll have a look and see what we get. Hopefully there's something. So when you're removing your river sluice out of the creek, the river, always lift this end up. What that's going to do is, even though it sounds sort of strange, it's going to slow the water in the actual mat and then lift the rest of it up. The gold isn't likely to fall out the back end. Alright, I'm seeing a little bit of colour, not a lot, but I'm seeing some already. Just in this feed mat. I'll just step where these rocks are. And the ground's a bit more solid. But we'll have a look up here. And you should be able to see at least 2 bits there. That's in the V-mat. I did see a little bit in the actual dredge mat itself as well. But let me get some water. I'll just, hang on. I'll zoom you back out. Just get some clean water out of the pan for the pan. And we'll go around here and remove this little V-mat. Somewhere where there's a lot of black sand, there can be a lot of gold hiding. Alright, that all looks pretty clear. I use these clips to hold that V-mat on. They're just little fridge magnet clips. Gives you a bit of an idea as well of the magnetics that are in the creek. The ironstone. I'll just get this down here. I don't think I'm seeing any other bits of gold besides those 2. So, a couple of nice bits there. I'll suck them up with the snuffer. And you always start with your snuffer bottle full of water, spray it out, or squeeze it in to spray it out, and then use that suction. And always, when you're going to spray out again, just spray back out into the pan, just in case a bit of gold's been stubborn and getting stuck in there. You never know, sometimes you pull a rock out and jam it in. Alright, now I'll set this back up about here. Dump that little bit of water with the rock that was in there. And let's hopefully, yeah, that's good enough. Now, just undo these little wing nuts. I'll obviously do the sluice after this as well, because a little bit of stuff does get caught. So once they're all loosened off nicely, I just lift, because this flare acts as the clamp on these sluices. Some are different, but this is just the way it is. Rip that out. Always start with the top end of the mat. That's where you're more likely, if you're going to have any gold in your mat, it's going to be up there. And then just roll this thing. Yeah, I'm probably losing a couple little gravels. But, as I said, most of that gold's going to be up there. Just double check nothing's got stuck there with a bit of clay. That's looking all good. Alright, I'll see if I can bring you around a little bit with this pan as well, so that you can see what's going on in the creek. Hopefully, yeah, that's good enough. Give this thing a good shake. Normally, if I'm doing a high banking, I'm going to be panning this into another pan. We tend to rush sometimes to see what we got. Lightly lift these, the larger rocks, let them go out, even though they're probably pretty heavy. From what I can see a bit of ironstone, a bit of black sand in there, so let's see how we go. Just go nice and easy. Always watching this back edge and the top here. Sometimes the gold's a bit flat, and yep, gold's the heaviest thing, but it's a bit flat and it can start appearing, and that's what's happening here, and I'll show you. Hopefully, I'll put my finger right next to it. I can't zoom it in because I haven't got two hands and I can't zoom. But just in there, I'm hoping, right at the tip of my finger, you should be able to see. I'll do it this way now. Let's see if we can zoom in and make that gold appear. So the gold is right there. I'm hoping you can see that. I can't really see it on the camera, but I can see it with my eyes. So let's zoom it right in and get my finger there. See, right there. And that's what I'm talking about. Don't think the gold's going to be here always. It's going to start appearing on this back because this is the flat and that's the base. So zoom yours back out. And once you start getting an indicator like that, bring everything back to the flat. Give it a shake. Forwards, backwards, sideways. Get that gold to the flat again. And then start lifting and slowly letting that stuff trickle out. Definitely a lot of heavies here. Shit. I've seen a big, it's just a little yellowy rock. Just appeared right at the end. And I thought, shit, that's looking really nice. I'm probably going a lot faster just so I don't bore you too much with my panning. And now I'm seeing gold start travelling up those riffles. I'll pull some of these sort of larger rocks out. And I might just pan back from here. Get a few more of those rocks out. Alright, so I'll leave it there. I won't bother panning anymore for on here anyway. So up there you should see a little bit of colour. So, a little bit of gold. I will leave it there and clean the rest off and we'll see if there was any more. I'll clean it up properly. Alright. Inside bend. I reckon about here's a good gravel bar. Perfect. Alright, just before that really sharp bend is sort of down there, just before that you've got another bend, and this is the inside bend. Oh, this is what I'm standing on. This is sand, gravels. Hopefully you can see those. Hopefully you can see them all here. This is all the gravel bar, as I was saying. Nice and shallow here. So you can set up a river sluice, dig out these gravels. Seems to be a ton of rocks, quartz, heavier gravels, some of this nice pinky sort of quartz there. All mix of gravels. There's all quartz in the creek. There's another spot over so just up here. There's another spot. Nice little gravel bar there, throwing out a bit of gold. It's all fairly shallow. Plenty of water for the river sluice. But yeah, look at this. It's just loaded with broken bits of quartz everywhere. Everywhere. And the glass is getting thrown right up here. So what's happening in flood, this is filling. Yeah, so where I'm standing, this whole bank is all river rocks, gravels, sand, and it's got to be 8 to 10 feet tall. You can see the lightest stuff getting thrown right up the top. Heaviest stuff there. There's all banks all down here as well. There's a nice little layer there that's not too deep. So look at this, it's just all broken quartz. Some of this stuff's nicely river worn quartz. Other bits are just fragmented. There's red quartz in there. Yeah, it's beautiful. It looks like some very tasty ground to run. And no diggings, so that can mean two things. No one's stupid to come here. Well, there's no gold, but there's gold. 100% there'll be gold. This is too nice of a fuck. That looks like a nugget. Or the shape of it anyway, huh? It's not, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Should do some test pans. Maybe another day. This is just scanning this morning. I've actually seen a bottle. I'm gonna, just to sort of explain what's going on here. Down the creek a little bit, there's these two really sharp bends. One's just like a fucking, it's just a U-shape, total U-shape. But what's happening here in this straighter part, and this is why this gravel vase forming, the water's trying to get around that corner and it can't. So what's happening, it's starting to drop out and creating this little island over here, and that's why it goes shallower here. Hope this shit's not slippery, because who knows where the fuck I'll stop. Ooh, this is fucking wicked, man. Oh, fuck, crevices here, just in here, loaded. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. This looks good. Very good. Alright, just coming into a new little area. Thought I'd go for a bit of an explore today. Actually went down to Warrandyte, down to Stony Creek, and visited a few other rivers and creeks that are gold bearing, and thought I'd just come down here and have a little bit more of a look around. I have run the detector through here, and I won't show where I was getting signals, but quite a few of them in here, in this little part here. So I think I know where I'm going to try, but it's a matter of, do I walk back to the car, because I only brought the detector with me, and do a couple of test pans, or go home. I'm not sure. I might do it. Let's see. I might do a test pan or two. See what happens. You never know. Might get lucky. I am planning on sort of having maybe another meet next weekend. Nice fractured bedrock there. Could have some little nuggies strapped in there. But this ground does not look like it's had a bait pump over it. All this bedrock, you know, could be potentially, all these little spots could potentially be holding some colour. So what I might do, just bring the pan. Bring the shovel as well. Yeah, let's bring the pan, bring the shovel, and a bait pump, and yeah, let's see if there's any gold hidden. See if there's any little nuggies hiding here. I'm definitely getting some signals that are either going to be lead or nuggets, so let's hope for some nuggets. Alright, I've bait pumped a little bit. Not a great deal, a few bait pumps. Just to show you just how deep I am in here. So, some of it's not too bad, but some of it, I'm going to get the whole bait pump in the ground, so hopefully, if there's any gold that's fallen there, it's going to get into this deep section. Hopefully it hasn't been bait pumped before. I think I'm pulling up a little bit of clay. But that's probably enough for a little test, because that's all I'm doing. Hopefully there's a bit of ground in here as well. Yeah, there is. So, a bit of leaf and a bit of decomposed bedrock. So the leaf's sort of good. It's probably been 12 months maybe that it's at least 12 months that someone probably hasn't sucked this thing out. You go, why are you panning where you were sucking? Well, I'm not staying here, I'm going to move straight after this pan. And then he'll pull the fucking nugget out and he'll go, you idiot. You're going to move that shit again, but not too worried. It's all decomposed bedrock, or mainly decomposed bedrock. I did have a little bait pump in another spot that I was getting a signal from, and only a few little fly shits, but one lead shot. So that's probably what I was picking up with the metal detector. Alright, I'm going to try another spot now. I'm going to do some digging, and I'll just leave the camera set up here. I'll go dig my little spot, and we shall see if anything comes out of there. Alright, not a great deal of gold here. I mean, a few little bits, so it didn't really pay off like I was hoping. It is promising, but not as good as I thought. But you know, these things are worth a few bob. I don't know. Got like a, I don't know, something on there. Someone was saying they're worth something, I think. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Old beer bottle. Someone will be able to tell me when they're from. I know someone who's found a few of these. But yeah, there you go. I think that's MB, CV, whoever the hell that is. No beer in there. But that's it. Alright. Next weekend. Next Saturday. I'm thinking I'll go out somewhere. I'll come back to yous and I'll reveal a meeting spot. It sort of half depends if I get something this week. If this thing does come when it's supposed to on Tuesday, then I really wouldn't mind giving it a try. It's not really a new piece of equipment. It's something else that goes with my equipment. So, yeah, stay tuned. I'll put something up on Tuesday if it arrives. And I'll give you the location where we can have a meet. I'm trying to get a few of these out before we do the thing at Creswick. Main reason is if they'll get to see, I suppose, what these days are about a little bit. If they want to do some prospecting, and then, you know, get some info on the Creswick Day as well, that we're doing the fundraiser for the Children's Hospital. So stay tuned. Wait till Tuesday night, it'll be. And I'll put a video up with a new location, possibly to meet if my item arrives. And that'll be for the Saturday, which will be whatever it is. I'll put it in the video.